Okie dokie, what we're looking at today, Ring Stick-Up Cam. That's what it says on the box, cam. Follow the Ring app steps, so download the app. Step number 2, connect it up to the Wi-Fi, etc. through the application. Use the provided tools to install Ring Stick-Up Cam and adjust the mounting bracket. Customize settings. Now, if you haven't already seen, I've got a Ring doorbell. Dog's eating something, it shouldn't be eating. As I was saying, if you haven't seen it already, I've done the Ring doorbell, which has got a camera built into it, the one available in the UK at the moment. Go and check that out. It's probably the video behind, but if there's a playlist called Ring, go and have a look at that. Same company. Let's open this up and have a look. That's quite tight. Presented very well. It looks very similar to the doorbell. The body looks almost identical. Looks like the battery is built into this one. Micro USB port and sync button. And they've got covers over with this one. So this looks like it's all built in. And these got little rubber covers, presumably because it's weatherproof. So you can put it outside or you can put it inside. This one is going in this showroom. And again, comes with everything you need. So there's the bracket, screws and wall plugs, even a screwdriver with a removable piece. And if you screw it into masonry, a drill bit. And it's got a little tab here, it says pull up. So I'm going to pull it up, and in there is the USB, micro USB, and a manual. I'm going to need my iPod. And if like magic, here it is. So what you need to do is install the Ring app. So I've already installed the Ring app because I've got a doorbell already, as I've mentioned. So I'm going to launch the Ring app. I'm going to do this without instructions this time, or constructions. Set up device. So I'm going to click set up device. I'm assuming I just pair it up. You've got the charge port, which you use the cable provided to charge it up to full. And you've got the orange button, which will sync it. So I'm just going to go set up device. And it says Stick-Up Cam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera in now and try and do it all one-handed. On a budget this is. And just show you what actually happens. So, Stick-Up Cam, so I just click set up new device. Let's just go to cancel. So there's me front door, set up new device. And then we've got Stick-Up Cam. So they got Video Doorbell Pro. So I've got this one. This one, not available in the UK yet. You've got Chime Pro and Chime. Stick-Up Cam. What do we like to name? Okay, I'm going to do custom. And I'm going to enter showroom. Continue. And if you can hear a fan, it's because it's about -2 in here. Allow Ring to access your location while you use the app. Of course. Let's try and confirm location. High Road. That's the one. So it brings up a little map and it shows your current location. You can scroll around that map and move it exactly where you want it to. So press the back, which is what I suspected. Press the back, which is orange, which I've pressed, and a little light flashes there. Not on the front, interestingly. So with the doorbell, there's a ring. It goes around the outside. A ring. It's called Ring, and it rings. But on the this is on the inside. So I'm going to press continue. So it's still flashing. You can see that. And leave the Ring app and launch the settings app. And from there, obviously, you choose the Ring network, and then go back to it. So I'm going to go to settings, and here's the Ring. Click on that. It'll connect back to the Ring app. Your Stick-Up Cam is now scanning for available Wi-Fi networks. Just hang on another minute. You'll be rapidly running before you know it. Okay, it's found a network. I'll click on that. Now I need to enter the password for the network, so I'm going to go and find that out. Okay, you may have just caught that. It said it's now connected to the network. And congratulations, your setup was successful. Your Stick-Up Cam is updating its internal software. We know you can't wait to try it out, your Stick Cam, but please wait until the light on the back turns off. So currently still on, as you can see. I had the same problem with my Ring bell. It's that light. This actually displays it flashing green, as you may be able to see if I can get it in there. See, that shows it in green. This is actually solid blue. I don't believe it is updating. I think it's already updated. So ask me if I wanted to share it with friends and family. I just said skip that step. You could enter an email address of a family member or a friend that you wanted to share this camera footage with and notifications with, and they can log into the app once they've set up the invitation. They can now install the app and then access that camera if you wanted to. Okay, so you've got a physical install, and it'll do a video. If you say video install, it will show you a video of how to physically install this camera into your location. All very, very helpful.
Before installing StickUp Cam outdoors, first go through the in-app setup
There we go.
process.
I mean, it's going to be fairly straightforward, isn't it? Let's be honest. What you've got is you've got a bracket here. You've got a level here, very helpful little level for you, where you can set it all up. You've got several options by the looks of it. You've got a bracket at the top here, you've got middle or bottom, and it looks as though that just basically slots into any one of those. You can have it wherever you want, twist it wherever you want, which is pretty neat. And that turns so automatically tight. It's not like you have to tighten this up, it's just the way it is. And I assume you could even get a Phillips screwdriver and tighten up if you wanted to. So it's all pretty straightforward, you see. So self-explanatory. It's actually got push written on it there. So not exactly overly complicated. So you take that out, screw this in here, more or less level, and then you've got a level built into it, so you can then just do fine adjustments and then tighten down the screws, which are already provided, which is pretty neat. That's the screw that goes through the bracket here. So that bit is fairly straightforward. I don't think I need to run through you guys with that. It's just all self-explanatory, basically. Back to this, let's just say skip, and then you can set motion zones. So I'll go through that once I have actually installed it. So I am going to be screwing it into a wooden wall. So I just don't need the wall plugs. They're spare, they can be used another day, and I only need 4 of these, and they include a spare one. These have got little rubber grommets on them, which helps protect this. And let's get installing. Now, placing the unit, I actually want to install it just above this here, and it's going to look out over the whole showroom. But to do that, I need to see what it sees, because I'm not sure that's going to be from where it's at. It's going to be able to give me a view of the whole showroom. Hopefully it will. So I'm just going to skip setting up these zones. I'm just going to say save, and I can always go back into the motion range. Cloud recording, we just close that out. You get a trial with it, and I've only got 26 days left. Sorry, 26 days left. Let's have a look, see if I can actually live view. So on this, you've got battery, live view, recent activity, motion settings, device health. Wish this would go away. Live view settings. Let's have a look at live view. Continue. You can customize your live view. Select a power source to adjust the performance and battery life of your StickUp Cam. So what I'm probably going to do is going to say battery. So if you're on battery, live view will dramatically shorten battery life in your StickUp Cam. Dramatically. So there's a warning sign for you. I'm going to do USB power. I'm actually going to power this. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say done. And then I'm going to go live view. And that's going to take me to my live view. StickUp Cam's battery is below 50%. This might take extra time. Activating device. Let's stand it up. Oh, it just ticked at me. So that's the view I've got so far. And I'm going to go and see what it looks like and try and set this up. Try and pick the best spot to position it. I've sorted it out. It's going in the top corner, which is that corner there. And it sees everything when it's in that corner. Everything. We have got a security camera up there as well. But it's not like this where it's wireless. But this row of lights has decided not to work. The back row and those two. So filming this is going to be fun. So I'm using the dodgiest ladder. It's a rotating chair. It's been used for years to do stupid stuff like this. Right. Try and get this as high as possible up to the ceiling, because then I can always point it down. So I'm going to go and get the camera again. Oh, forget that. It's only going to get a power drill. Oh, you got to do the job. You got to do the job. But I can't be bothered. I'm going to get a power drill. And I've got some of the lights to work. Yay. Okay, I can't see it. Okie dokie. That's straight. Quite handy, that level. Clip that in. actually, let's clip it in after we attach the camera. That'd be a better idea. This is useful, thank goodness. Right, I think I went for the middle one.
And if it's on, you're going to get loads and loads of notifications
saying there's movement detected. Don't worry about that. It's not a burglar, it's you. So the tighter you do that up, the tougher it's going to be to move it up and down. So don't make it too tough. But if you make it too loose, someone can just jump up and tap it and knock it down if they're in a hurry, running around trying to nick stuff. So you, yeah, make it as tight as you dare without breaking the bracket. Okay, once that's assembled, it means you can just clip it straight back in. Once you get on the super wobbly chair, which I do not recommend. Okay. Let's position this in the correct position. That looks lovely up there. And the great thing with it is it's really discreet. So that's the view I get. I don't know if you can see that, probably not because it'd be overexposed, but I can see more or less the whole showroom now. But I can tweak it once I get back on my super wobbly ladder. And that's me showing you what I see. And you basically see the whole lot, which is pretty neat. And now I'm going to go and get the USB cable and thread it through and then power it up so it gives it the best possible chance of working as a surveillance system. Okay, and the cable is fed through the back there. But of course, ultimately, even if that cable's cut or pulled out, it doesn't matter because you've got battery power. And at the point it's cut out, it'll have 100% battery because it's been charging, as long as you've left it charging, of course. And you can't really see it, but there's infrared lights here and here. There's 3 bulbs in sort of a bracket shape, both sides, and that's the infrared detectors, so picking up body heat, basically. Ah, power. What's almost unbelievable, look how close, and I can't pull it enough to plug it. Why does it always do this? Okay, found a much longer lead. Okay, lovely. That's all up and nicely done. So it should say now, should say it's on battery power or battery 40%. Live view. Okay, now that's done. Let's just go and look at live view, shall we? Yeah, I don't know why it says the battery is, well, it mentions the battery really, because it's plugged into mains now and it's switched on. So I'll monitor the battery and just make sure that it's charging. So I'm going to leave it for 15-20 minutes, come back to it and see if the battery's gone up, just to make sure it is actually charging. Okay, well, it's been 30 minutes and the battery still says 40%. It hasn't gone down, but it hasn't gone up either, so not sure what that's all about. Bit strange really. But on there it says 45%. Okay, 40%. 45. 40%. Right, don't know. I'm just going to leave it plugged in anyway, and we'll come back to that in a bit. So let me set up the motion settings. So go to motion settings, motion zones. Now, because it's in the showroom, the motion zone may as well be maxed out. You know, 30 foot. It may as well be. So let's max it out, save it. Save settings, walk in front of your stick-up cam to trigger a motion event. Oh. Okay, now I'm in front of it. Oh, heard it click. There's motion at your showroom. Okay, and that's me. So that should now be set. It never actually says that it has been set. Let's end that. And so I'm assuming that's now correct. Motion zones, yeah, it's done. So it shows that location. So what I'm going to do now is come in through the showroom door whilst that event's finished. So whilst we're here, you can see recent activity, answered motion, and obviously if you miss it, it just doesn't. It says it's not answered. So let's have a look. That is when I came in. And there you go. So that's finished. It was only 8 seconds long. Let's see if this triggers it. So if I lock it, the biggest disadvantage here is if the phone is unlocked, you can just answer it straight away, because if you've got a passcode, which most people have, when it triggers, you have to then enter the passcode, and then it opens up the app. So let's leave it open for now. Actually, we'll walk in and just see if it works. Okay, not currently working because I've just seen quite an obvious fault with my positioning. But anyway, so if we walk past here now, okay, I have got no notification at all, and that is set up for 30 foot. Well, that's 30 foot, isn't it? It's 30 foot. I'm quite a big heat. Let me jump up down. Anything? No. Okay, let's just step to the side. Nothing. So I could come through the showroom door. I could walk along this outer edge. All the way without being detected. That's good. Not. Right. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. Let's walk back to the door. Still no detection. Not even creeping. Just walking normally. So let's just try it. If I come over to here, just straight onto it, and then just walk towards it. Nothing still. Still nothing. Still nothing. Now there's something. Heard it click. And there's motion. So when I'm here, wow, that is bad. Let's measure that. Okay, and that is 14 foot, which is there. So it's detecting me whether I put it down where I finished, 14 foot up to where the camera is. So under half its distance it should be detecting at. It's set up for 30 foot. I mean, we're right in front of it. We're in friggin' front of it. I mean, it's it's very rare that anyone's actually going to come into this tiny little section. Where that phone is where I stood. You've got 25% of a push of showroom space, but in terms of floor space where customers walk, 5% floor space. And then you've got all of this, which is, yeah, that's no good. So I need to have a look at that again just to make sure the settings are actually set up as 30 foot. They are all there. It's maximum. It's set to, perhaps if I disable all these zones and then bring them back in. Where are they? How do you bring them back in? How do I get the maximum zone? You can't. You can only do that, and then you can max it again. Save. Okay, we trigger our event. Well, let's go right up to the camera to trigger it. I'm assuming that's the triggered event or not. It's just constantly filming. Yeah. Don't know. It hasn't done what it did last time, which is I should get a notification to say you've triggered an event. So it must. Can't hear it clicking either. Okay. Don't know whether I've triggered it or not. What do you reckon, Bruce? That's the dog. Perhaps he'll know. This isn't going very well, is it? Well, let me walk away and come back again in a minute. Right, well, I've given it a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to have to walk back in, see if I can hear it click again. No, it appears to be not working. Okay, let me walk round right in front of it and see if I can actually get it to click. No, it's not clicking, and the IR lights aren't on either. Okay, let's just say continue to that. Okay, say continue, moving about, makes no difference. I don't know. Device health says it's on USB power, status okay, signal very good. Don't know. I'm just going to try it again. Oh, now it's triggered. Okay, it's triggered, but I had to get even closer. So now I'm almost right up to the work tables. I don't know what's going on. Do not know. I suppose I'll have to contact support and ask them why it only works from about 10 to 14 foot. And something else I've just noticed. I clicked on that flipping message. It won't go away that covers up part of the screen. And I'm shocked to see when you click on the cloud, your cloud recording trial front door ends in 26 days, sign up now. I'm shocked to see that on both of them it says add. Which says to me the 25 quid a year is for per device. Oh my goodness, let's just see. Say on it for both. £2 for, yeah, per device. Wow. That is very expensive. Oh my goodness. That shocked me a little bit. If I had to pay £25 per device, £50 a year, no thank you very much. I won't be paying that. And I'll be returning these, including the front door, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'll probably keep the front door. This camera though, and especially coupled with the fact that it won't come on if you're in the showroom, is a big disadvantage. But let's just try it again. Let's give it a second chance. Walking, massive space, and big IR signal. Nothing. 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 Now it's on. Yeah, slightly worse than last time. It was about there where that measure was. So I'm right here. Not very good at all. That's where I have to get to actually be detected. So at the moment, weirdly, I mean, the doorbell review was pretty good. The question mark over how it senses stuff and maybe the quality, but it was usable and it worked. But now it brings the whole thing into question that you pay equal amount for the more devices you have for storing data on the cloud that they offer. With what I think, I'm going to ask support now, is no other option apart from use their service. So you can't save it onto your device, you can't save it to Dropbox or anything like that. There's no way I'm going to pay them, keep doubling up each time. So I have a doorbell that's £25 a year, then I get a camera, that's another £25, that's 50 quid a year. There's just no way. And what I'm not concerned about now is this footage can't be saved out. I'm going to go and ask, see if it can be saved out after the trial runs out. If it can't be saved, you can't save the footage. I don't mind paying for my doorbell. That's about it. But I can't. I'm not going to have that camera in there. I might as well just have a camera record straight to a HD drive and just record all the time, which switches on by motion. I can't quite believe it, so I'm not ruling out at the moment. But then I've got this other subsidiary problem, which is the main problem really, is the fact that it doesn't seem to detect anything unless you stood right in front of it, which is completely pointless. I don't know if that's because it's actually the warehouse is freezing. It's not like it's even warm in the room. It's freezing cold in there. It must be around about 8 or 9 degrees in there. So I was just thinking perhaps because it senses heat, I am quite a big heat source, but if the room was really warm, then it may have trouble detecting that. But that isn't the case because it's a freezing cold room and it's -2 outside. And we're in a warehouse, not a proper office building. So, yeah. Right, let me contact support. So, support, took ages. Quite a long time after now. We're about 30 minutes later. They're saying if it's not designed for indoor use, it's designed for outdoor use only. Which is odd, because when I read up on it, it says you can mount it anywhere. I think what it means is you can mount it anywhere as long as it is outdoors. Anywhere. But, so they're saying get confused. So if I go back up, the Ring operates on a heat-based motion detection. Sorry, live chat's taken at the bottom, so I have to start again. I think it keeps doing it. It's not a very good live chat. The Ring operates on a heat-based motion detection system. The range slider is actually more about sensitivity than a fixed range. When you adjust the range slider, it actually... Just take a minute at the bottom again, bear with me. The fixed range. When you adjust the range slider, it actually is just adjusting how large a heat signature will trigger the Ring. The Ring stick-up cam is designed to be operated outdoors and may have reduced motion detection performance inside a building. If motion zones are enabled that face nearby objects that are warm, which there aren't in there because it's freezing, it confuses a motion sensor and reduces the overall performance of the ring. In an outdoor environment, with only zones enabled that do not face nearby walls, it will detect motion 25 to 30 feet away. So I think it's one of those things where they say it will go up to 30 foot, and what they actually mean is in a massively ideal environment, it will go 30 foot. But actually, in real life scenarios, rather than a laboratory, it won't. So, but you'd expect it to go a lot further than 10 to 14 foot, wouldn't you? We'll see. I'm still on to support, so see what they actually say. I've sent them now a copy of the video where it triggers it, where I'm right up next to the tables. Okay, she's also said it. We need to change the settings for smart alerts to frequent. Smart alert identifies a repeated or continuous motion and only notifies you once that activity is concluded. You can set sensitivity of the algorithm below. So settings program may decrease your expected battery life. Well, it's plugged into USB, so done. Oh, and now I've got to go walk in front of the camera. Okay, I've walked in front of the camera and it's clicked and come on, so I said continue. There's motion in your showroom, that's me. Excellent. It's now come up on the app as well. Right, let's have a look at smart alerts to see if it sets frequent. Okay, and we'll retest to see if that clicks on earlier. Okay, here we are. Nothing. Okay, it's not gonna make any difference. Stand here where we were last time, and we'll go forward and see if it works. Nothing. Gonna move a little bit faster. Oh, now it's come on. Yeah, around about 10 foot. See where I am then? Probably around about 10 foot away. This isn't working very well. Okay, I'm gonna take this one out of my office, which is at 15 degrees, and that's been heated by this Dyson, set at 17, and it's been on for hours. Let's go and take it to the showroom, which has no heating in it at all. Okay, I'm not gonna set it on the windowsill, because that probably would be coldest place. Set it on a chair in the middle of the showroom, and we're going to get that chair and stuff. Hasn't made that trigger at all. So I'm gonna have to wait now for that to dip down the temperature until it reads what it actually is in this room, and then see if it makes any logical sense to think why that wouldn't be working correctly. But my body temperature is more than 15 degrees by quite some considerable amount. Need to watch that drop off once it's done a bit of a reset and see what the temperature actually is. Okay, this is the footage that actually caught. Now this is interesting because there's no sound initially, and then that's where sound cuts in. So 3 seconds ish with no sound, which is very strange. See where I am then. So, that's a little bit disappointing as well. Oh, well, I think I'm actually going to have to do is I'm going to have to go home because it's getting really, really late, and then come in tomorrow and see if it triggers it as I come through the door, because it would have been over the freezing cold night. So, catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, first thing in the morning, let's walk in and see if it goes off, which it doesn't, and it's 9 degrees, so it hasn't gone off. So I'm just going to do a quick test and walk towards it again. Now it's come on. And I'm actually even closer, but we'll see in the video. I shall show you it. And this, you can see how close I was when it actually came on. I'm right there. Right, so I shall be returning this back to the shop because it was 9 degrees out there, and obviously everything in the room would be 9 degrees, My body temperature is significantly more than that, and I've turned up notifications to the maximum, and the range is all correct, and you have to walk to here. You can walk here. I started here, walked all the way along and got to here before it worked. Massive disappointment, real shame. Doorbell I will keep because it's done by pressing it. You press a button and it activates it, which is very useful. With this I wanted security, so if anyone in the showroom, all their movements are captured, but unfortunately if they walk anywhere in all of this area here, they will not be recognised unless they stand right here. So real shame, but for the money, definitely not worth it. So I shall be taking it back. Oh, and on a sub note to that, I was on a live chat last night for a very long time, and I asked them to, I had to go because it was getting late, and could you just let me know by email? And they said, yep, we'll let you know by email, and I've received nothing. So we'll give up on that, and it can go back, which is a real shame, but now I need to take it all back down again and return it. Okay, the other thing is it's been plugged into USB all this time, but now it's 35%, so it's 12:34, so it's been, I don't know, 15, 16 hours of charging, and it's gone down, the battery percentage. Battery 35%, not really sure why. So I've got device health, power source, USB, so yeah, no reason for it. So yeah, that's just another nail in the coffin. There is a case to be said that it's supposed to be for outdoors, but as far as I can see, if it's in summer and it's 21 degrees, it's going to have the same. It just seems to be absolute nonsense to me. It's freezing cold in there. It's 9 degrees at the moment. You know, it doesn't make any sense to say that. I can't see it working very well outdoors either. So hopefully this has saved you some money if you're thinking about getting one. Save you money and hassle that I've taken on for you. But there we go. Anyway, let's go back to the shop. If this has helped you, please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.